So as I started adapting Rule of the Octave for the guitar from the piano, I realized I had to make changes in how I approached it, because what works on the piano doesn't come over directly as a one-to-one on the guitar strings. So I decided to focus on one scale degree at a time. And I made a little seesaw between 1, 7, 7, 1. So I could just focus on those two first. So that gave me C, then a B, then a C. Or numbers, a 1, then a 7, then a 1. On the fifth string, that's a C, a B, back to C. Or numbers, a 1, to a 7, to a 1. Or on the fourth string, a 1, a 7, a 1. Or in letters, a C, to a B, to a C. Then on the third string, a C, to a B, to a C. Or in numbers, 1, to a 7, to a 1. And the next two strings, this C, there aren't two strings above it for me to put intervals, which we're going to have to do in the next step. So I left that off for now. And the top string, there is definitely no strings above that, so I can't create two intervals above that. So we've got C on the 6th, 5th, 4th, and the 3rd to work with for now. So above the first note, my first C, I'm going to put two intervals. So above my C, I'm going to put these two notes. Again, above my C, I'm going to put these two notes. Or if I think of that in numbers, 1, I'm going to put these two intervals. 1 gets these two intervals. Let's move on to 7, or B. Over B, we get these two notes. Again, over B, you get these two notes. Or in numbers, 7, we get these two intervals. Over 7, we get these two intervals again. So that's based off the 6th string. Let's try that off the 5th string. So off of C, we get these two intervals. Again, off of C, add these two intervals above it. Then to B, adding these two. Again, over B, adding these two. And in numbers, over 1, add these two intervals. Over 1, add these two intervals. And then over 7, add these two intervals. Over 7, add these two intervals. And then let's move to the 4th string. Over C, add these two intervals. Over C, add these two intervals. Or in numbers, over 1, add these two intervals. Over 1, add these two intervals. Over 7, add these two intervals. Over 7, add these two intervals. Or in letters, over C, add these two notes. Again over C, add these two. Over 7, or B, add these two notes. You start interchanging between letters and notes before you know it, and it really doesn't matter as long as you understand what they mean. Over C, And off the third string, add these two. Over C, add these two notes. Over B, add these two notes. Over B, add these two notes. And as numbers, over 1, add these two notes. Over 7, add these two notes. So that's the intervals or notes above 1 and 7. And the next video we'll do a little seesaw between 1 and 7 to the metronome.